Hi everyone. So every year I get really busy at work in January and I like to wear more eye-focused looks because I don't have to retouch them. Obviously if you put on primer and a base you don't have to retouch it. I tend to lay off lip-focused looks in January just because I can't retouch them at work so often, so I'll probably be doing a lot more eye-focused looks definitely this week, probably nothing at all pin-up inspired that requires a really heavy, harsh lip. So you might be seeing some eye bags. In the next few weeks I'll be doing my best to make it work. So this look is inspired by the fact that I have really dry skin right now because of winter and just over exfoliation, I guess. But anyways, so this look is about how to apply pigments, makeup, eyeshadow to dry your skin, how to blend it so it looks nice and so your skin looks kind of a little more dewy, a little more supple. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this look and thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. It's already applied from lid to brow bone, and because my eyelids are actually really dry for my skincare routine, I'm going to be taking NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and we're going to start this off under the arch of the brow bone, in the inner tear duct, and as an eyeshadow base, just dot it on. Now these will cream up on you or crease up on you if you use an excess amount, so it's best to stay very thin. So just a thin layer and over a base. I'm going to take Sugarpill's Goldilux pigment and we're just going to pat that over the lid. And I'm getting this on my Delling Tool 777 brush, which is definitely one of my favorite paddle brushes right now. And in order to ease the pigment on a little easier, I'm going to take the LUSH Tea Tree Toner, spray my brush, and pat this all over the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. The NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil may or may not brighten this since I'm using this pigment wet already. I'm more or less just using it just so that it blends on a bit better and the skin's a little bit creamier and easier to deal with. I'm just patting that all over the lid. Now we will finish up with the eye rather quickly, so what I would suggest is taking your primer now that the lotion and your Prep and Prime has basically already absorbed. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. I don't really like to spend too much more on primer because I don't really use it that much, but I'm going to put some on this little kind of redness, light redness of my cheek. That way the foundation blends on a little bit more opaquely right there. And also this little patch is probably my most dry. So I would say if you have any specifically dry areas, go in and take care of that now. Now if you have dry skin, you definitely want creamier, more pigmentation. It'll definitely help you with your look. Any shadows, products that are very hard and pressed aren't going to soothe the skin or be very helpful for you when you're working with them. So now I'm going to be taking the Too Faced, the French Riviera, sorry, a lot of powder floating around my desk right now. But I'm going to be taking the Too Faced, the Chocolate Soleil, and this is just a very kind of creamy matte bronzer, almost like a sateen finish. It's got very mild gold flecks. I'm just going to take the e.l.f. Mineral Blending Brush. Vegan brushes are like butter, so they definitely kind of easily blend over the eye. So I'm just going to blend that out. Chocolate Soleil is sold separate, so you don't need this kit, you just need Chocolate Soleil. So it's all I'm mentioning. And I'm just going to blend that in the crease, and it's just going to help diffuse out that gold pigment a little bit. Now we're going to go back into Sugarpill's Goldilux Chromalust, and we're not going to do any back blending on the wet base, but we are definitely going to blend a little bit of that into the crease, leaving it kind of subtle. So we're just going to get a little bit of that shimmer on. So it's very easy to deal with loose pigment Micas and mineral pigments usually are pretty easy to blend out. They're very impressionable. You can really do with them what you want. They're multi-purposeful. This is vegan, but I don't see anything in it that particularly makes it silky, but it is definitely just kind of a mica, basically. So obviously just tapping the brush into the pigment and blending it on. I'm going to take Sugarpill's Lumi, and I'm just going to start this with the Dime Tools 769, and it's just an eraser-y brush. I kind of refer to it as that. Literally looks kind of like an angled eraser you would have had in school. I'm just going to start this like at the back of the brow, going backwards from the arch back. And this definitely makes the look more editorial, so you don't have to use any of the colors of the micas or anything I'm doing. I'm just trying to, you know, make this a fun look that I would normally wear, but kind of just showing you tips on how to blend onto dry skin. And I know I've said I have oily skin in many tutorials, which is very, very true. But sometimes when you have oily skin, you over cleanse to reduce oil and breakout and acne scarring, and you end up knowing what it's like to have both skin types sometimes. You can take a very easygoing kind of glide on gel eyeliner if you'd like. I'm just going to take this Urban Decay liquid liner. I've never heard anything about it not being suitable for a skin type in particular, so I'm just going to put this on. My eyelids are very dry. I know this will work for me personally. I know it's waterproof, but I will be wearing it all day long, and the fact that we already have a wet base will probably be helpful that this is waterproof. Just going to add a little flick out to the side. If you have a lot of dry patches around your eye, maybe not do the flick. Now for the waterline, I'm just going to take a lip liner, just a nude lip liner, and blend that out on my waterline just to brighten it up and kind of blank it out. From there, we're going to be taking one of my favorite gold eyeliners, which is Baked from Urban Decay. And I know they were giving out samples of El Dorado a while back, so you can also take that. And I'm just going to do a little tail on the bottom edge too, but I'm not going to connect it to the black. I hope you can see that gold as vividly as I can make it out to be. And then just add a flash of highlight just to brighten up the eye and give it a dewy sheen right in between the gold and the black, and blend it with your finger. Place Lumi on top of that flick. For under the eye, we're going to be setting it with Chocolate Soleil again. Like I said, all you need is Chocolate Soleil from this palette. And we're going to be taking an angled brush, and we're going to be setting this gold with Chocolate Soleil. I'm just going to try to stay as close to lash line as I can. Of course, fade into the gold. I went a little harshly, and I'm just going to take out my makeup remover wipe and sort of brush it up so nothing gets too far below the lash line, and just put on a little bit of mascara. Next, I'll be taking Ardell's Fashion Lashes in Tyra. These are definitely dramatic, so what you're going to want to do is definitely make sure that you have on quite a bit of mascara, as I showed you that I had on. And this is basically the final eye look with the mascara alone. And if this suits your fancy, I think it's a great look. We're just going to take it to the next level if you want. So after one has dried or the glue has somewhat disappeared, we're just going to cover the top of the lash line so it looks more realistic or more adhered to the lash line. Heavy lashes are very much harder to deal with. You definitely have to get heavier coats of mascara and definitely try to bring it down to the lashes and make them look real. So if you're new to lashes, I would probably go in with the 305s, but it's up to you. Practice always makes perfect, and you gotta practice heavier lash sometimes, so I'm just going to pop this over the top. Occasionally flicking my eye open just so that I can see how far up or how strong the liquid liner is. Tight lining will also make the eye look more adhered to the lashes so they don't look as artificial, even though they're obviously artificial. I'm going to take Urban Decay Glide On Cheek Tint in Crush. It's just this nice corally pink color, just in case the camera's depicting it wrong. Hopefully it's not. And just this. And we're going to pop that on. Just give a nice dewy hue. I'm going to take this peachy flesh tone color. I'm going to leave it look pretty fresh and soft because I think the white would accentuate dry patches. And I'm just going to pop that onto the back. And underneath the eyes, I've already popped on a little bit of the Mary Kay facial highlighting pen. Almost looks like I'm already almost out of this. Yeah, I am. I don't know that I consider this pen completely worth it. I think my collection 2000 lasts a little longer. I really like this though, but I just, it's a bit pricey, I think, for the amount of product you get. Inglot YSM face powder, I pack on quite a bit just because the foundation I use is luminous and dewy, which is of course ideal for drier skin. But I do put on still quite a bit of powder in case any oil, if there is any, should shine through or ruin my bronzer. Either way, I'm going to be wearing this all day, so it works. Just make sure that you don't have a powder that's overly drying. Maybe using a thin layer of a an iridescent loose powder will work. So for lips, we're going to be doing Too Faced Glamour Gloss in Champagne Room. I know I use this a lot, but I really actually like this gloss, so it is what it is. That kind of soft nude lip just keeps it from looking too much like a holiday look, but anyways, I hope that you enjoy this look and thanks for watching.